Paleontologic Park La Cumbre Baguales is located in the Última Esperanza province and Torres del Paine commune at the Magallanes region, southern Chile. Here is located the Estancia La Cumbre, characterized by a rainy, cold, temperate climate out of dry season, with temperatures below the 15 degrees Celsius and a very strong wind which abounds throughout the area with gusts up to 120 kilometers per hour. It presents abundant flora and fauna in which is distinguishable the guanacos, res, puma, and the Andes condor. Its geography is characterized by plains and rivers that surround the area. This is one of the few places in South America where the fossil record represents a very important period of the Earth history, from 80 million years until today, covering all the Cenozoic and a portion of Cretaceous. The oldest rocks of the place or basement are fine-grained sediments that were deposited on the seabed, what constitutes the Tres Pasos Formation. Upper, the changing grain size reveals that the depositional environment changes, indicating a transition from an area of deep water to a shallow water area. Here are the first fossil record of vertebrates, invertebrates, shark teeth and flora, with the first evidence of a dinosaur of the Cretaceous in Magallanes. The latter is called Dorotea Formation. Then, the geological record shows a gap in time, where there is no information collected. This is because of an eroded surface, which is attributed to the fact that a layer of indeterminate thickness was removed, leading to a temporary hiatus. About 25 million years are lost. The rocks that were deposited after erosion, given their lithological characteristics, have been attributed to an estuarine environment. An estuary is a geographical location where a deep river exchanged the fresh water with the salt water at its mouth. Here we also have abundant fossils of gastropods, bivalves, cartilaginous fish, and some impressions of leaves. Given the characteristics of such fossils, these rocks are between 40 and 36 million years and have been named Man-Eike Formation. Then, the Rio Leona Formation is deposited, which has a continental lithology corresponding to a fluvial environment with the presence of fossils, fossilized leaves, and impressions of these, as also fossilized wood from the Nothofagus genera. Fossils indicate an age of 22 to 24 million years and follows a hiatus in the geological record. The above sequence can be represented by horizontal layers. At this time, an event of a different nature occurs, a magmatic event that reflects internal processes of the Earth. The magma ascends through vertical and horizontal fractures, being extruded as lava or may be located in the subsurface, taking various geometries such as dikes, vertical, or sills and laculas, horizontal. Over time, erosion exposes the magmatic rocks to be more resistant and erodes the rocks generated by the deposition of sediment. The La Cumbre Sill is an important manifestation of this magmatic event. Again, there are records of rocks that were formed by the deposition of sediments in a shallow marine environment. The presence of fossils such as gastropods, bivalves, brachiopods, crustaceans, and microfossils have been possible to date these rocks in the Aquitanian period, about 20 million years ago. Finally, these rocks are named Estancia 25 de Mayo Formation. Subsequently, deposition continues, but in a continental environment. Here, fossils of 25 species of mammals and various impressions of leaves determine corresponding ages to Aquitanian and Burdigalian between 18 and 19 million years ago. These rocks belong to the Santa Cruz Formation. But how do we have seafloor rocks interspersed with rocks formed on the continents? This is explained by several factors, among which changes in the sea level due to variations in the amount of radiation from the sun, thus affecting the geomorphology of the zone. Together with changes in the sea level, lift and tectonic subsidence of the crust are also important factors that have influenced decisively in this place. Importantly, due to plate tectonics and the movement of these from the Paleocene to Miocene, approximately 40 million years, the Gulf of Tasmania, Australia, and the Drake Passage, Chile, opens, causing the circulation of one stream of cold water around Antarctica. The so-called circumpolar current generates a drastic change in climatic conditions in the southern hemisphere. That is why conditions change from a Mediterranean climate indicated by fossil Nothofagus micropollen and other living things to a climate like the one observed today. This event also helped generate a glaciation and thus a decrease in the sea level, which was also recorded in the rocks of Sierra Baguales in the transition from Formation Estancia 25 de Mayo to the Santa Cruz Formation. Then a volcanic episode of wide extension is recorded where lavas of 3 million years, corresponding to a Pliocene age, outcrops to the surface. Synchronously, dikes intrude head through all the present stratified succession. Finally, to model the landscape you see today, erosive agents such as wind, rain, and glaciers finish to configure the surroundings of the zone. The Estancia La Cumbre at Sierra Baguales, a unique place, hides secrets of the Earth's past. This place has seen from fish and various marine organisms to birds and mammals, through warm weather to cold, and today receives many tourists. What does the future hold for Estancia La Cumbre at Sierra Baguales? Remember not to remove fossils as they're protected by the National Monuments Act.